Hello and welcome to video number 2, which is about brainstorming and researching your market. So before I actually show you step by step what to do, I want to briefly talk about it. The first thing we're going to do is brainstorm for ideas. And while we're brainstorming for ideas, our goal is to find a hungry market. Because if you just go all out and just create an ebook or a novel or things like that, then you're really setting yourself up for failure. And you don't want to do that because your goal here is to find a hungry market and then provide a solution to that hungry market. It doesn't get easier than that. If you do it and you follow this step by step, then you will be able to create a plan of success. Now, keep in mind that when you write an ebook, it doesn't always have to be about how to do this or how to do that. It can be novels, it can be fiction, it can be just about any normal book. Because a lot of people think, oh, ebook. They're thinking digital book. They think how-to book and things like that. So I just want to let you know that first before we move on. All right, so when we find a hungry market, we're going to use Amazon.com. You can use other sites like clickbank.com if you want. That's fine. Then we're going to create a table of contents. Now, table of contents can be generated fairly easily if you know how to do it. And then we're going to do the keyword test to ensure and to make sure that the market that we're about to get into is indeed profitable. And we're going to be using the free word tracker keyword tool. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started and implement this. So the first thing I'm going to do when brainstorming for ideas or finding a hungry market, I'm going to go directly to Amazon.com's Kindle store. So you can find that by going to Google, typing in Amazon Kindle store, and you'll find the link at the top. All right, so we're looking right now at the Kindle store. And keep in mind that when you're brainstorming, you want to try to move closer towards ebooks that you're actually passionate about. The more passionate about something, the better you will be able to move forward, create the ebook, and relate to it, of course. And it becomes more fun if you do it that way. Now, if I scroll down, you'll notice on the left-hand side, they got best features, award winners, and then Kindle books. So you kind of want to get an idea of, what kind of category you might be writing your ebook on. If you're writing a fiction, it might take a long time, just to keep in mind. But generally, how-to ebooks are a lot easier to get up and running quicker. So let's say I go down here to the romance category just to see what kind of stuff. Yeah, as we can see, it's mostly fiction. So if I type in something like, let's say, dating or online dating, we see approximately 304 results. And you can sort by relevance, best-selling, and things like that. Generally, what I try to do is pick the best-selling, and so I can see, what is on the top and what is on the bottom. Generally, what is on the top is more of the best sellers for Amazon. So you can kind of get an idea of like pricing, what your competitors are pricing their ebooks, and what possibly you could price the ebooks as well. Because right now we're just brainstorming. We're just trying to observe the market and observe our competition before we actually get into getting into that niche, things like that. So we can see that roughly they're about anywhere from $3 to $14. You see a few that are, about 99 cents, but for the most part, I would say average, by what I'm looking at right now, is the average about $5 or $6. And some of you might be thinking, man, there's 304 results. But if you think about it, really, even though there's competition, competition is a good thing. That means that there is a big buyer's market out there. If you don't have any competition, you might be a little bit worried, because then you might think, if nobody's, putting stuff out there, products and stuff, there's little competition. Yes, that's good, but is there an actual buyer's market? So that's a good way to see it. Competition is a good thing. All right, so now that I'm searching for online dating and I say, okay, let's say that I'm going to go with this. I could go through, spend several hours more and go through and look for other niches. But for time's sake, because I'm doing a video series, let's say that I'm going to do it on online dating. So now what? How can I move from brainstorming, I found a hungry market, to checking to see whether or not it's really profitable? Well, it's obvious that there are 304 results, so this niche must be very profitable. However, you just want to make sure, right? So to make sure, what we could do is go back to Google and type in word tracker free. You can use any other keyword tool you want. You can use Google AdWords keyword tool if you like, but I generally use the free keyword tool from Word Tracker. All right, so now that we have that, I can just type in something like online dating. You want to type in something that's pretty general. So we have online dating. You can see here possible sub niches of that niche. And all of these keywords I can see are very, very good. So I can click on that and see what sub niches are there. And I can also analyze competition and things like that. So let's say that I pick one of these keywords. Okay, so I did some keyword research and found that indeed there's a lot of searches going to the keywords for online dating. But the next thing I want to do is actually start brainstorming in terms of the actual ebook. So what I could do is scroll back down, or I could just scroll over here and click on best selling again. Might need to do that, and then relevance. Change it back to best selling. And there we go. So I pretty much want to go through here and pick the highest I can go, but at the same time something with, online dating. So for example, this deals with online dating. The rules for online dating. Some of these, they will allow you to look at the table of contents. Some of them you cannot. Unfortunately, that one does not allow me to see the table of contents. But let's see if there's a dummies book, online dating for dummies or something. Okay, so I went back to all departments because I could not find a online dating for dummies Kindle version. But if I click on this, yeah, see, dummies books always have a table of contents. So if I click table of contents, you can actually see here the table of contents. So the point of this is just to get an idea of what possibly your table of contents could look like. Now, I'm not promoting and telling you to plagiarize, because that's definitely a wrong thing to do. But my point of showing you this is so that you can get some ideas on what your possible ebook can be about. Now, I'm not saying copy it word for word or copy the table of contents. Just get an idea, look at different table of contents, just get an idea of different table of contents. So as you can see, it's fairly easy to do. Once we've done our research, we've brainstormed, we found a hungry market on online dating, we found lots of books as well as Kindle ebooks. We're looking right now at a table of contents, and we did some keyword research to ensure that there are indeed people on the internet searching a lot for online dating. And it doesn't always have to be online dating. It could be a sub niche if you wanted it to be. But I just wanted to use this as an example. The next step is video 3, which we're going to talk about. We've done the research. How do you actually write an ebook that sells? So let's move on to that video.